Welcome to the new moon in Sagittarius report. Hello. So we have a new moon 12 degrees in Sagittarius on the 4th of December. And it's at 7:44 a.m. GMT time. And obviously I'm in UK, so that is the time. It might have been the 3rd for you if you were in a different area. So you'll need to look at your time zones to work out when it would have come in. The new moon, total solar eclipse, okay? So it's kind of when the sun, the moon and the earth align, is with us, okay? We are in the energy of completion here. And it's also a new heralding of a new start and a new beginning, okay? Let's be frank, the craziness and collective drama will still be evident. This is a new emotional cycle where we can set goals and intentions. And getting the energy of renewal and higher state of truth, which is what Sagittarius symbolizes. It's that open-mindedness. There's more to it. There's more truth. Well, what do we want to get down to? What do we want to know? And our mission is to step into love, because truth always aligns itself with love. Kind of what needs to break down here, and we're going to have quite a lot of that highlighted, okay? And there's going to be this opportunity for things to be revealed, because we've got some really positive energies with the planets. So we've got Vesta, we've got Chiron coming in there, we've got Venus in Capricorn. So I'll talk a little bit more about those shortly, but yeah, just know that there's a harmonious element present, and we can tap into that if we want to. This eclipse requires our mindfulness. Right and wrong needs to be assessed. I mean, what are you thinking is right and wrong? What are you questioning within yourself? Where are you judging others? Remember, this is a powerful eclipse and the energies are building up. It asks us to evolve our own understanding, to be gentle and to contribute to love in this world. Note the energy of the eclipse stays with us over the months. It stays with us for quite some time. We are in eclipse season and we're looking at quite a lot of energy that is going to penetrate the next months or so. I think it goes down to around 6 months. So we are going to be energetically almost persuaded by that energy. And that energy is going to help us to make changes, right? So also think of the centaur, right? Think of what the symbolism of Sagittarius is. The symbolism of the centaur is movement. This kind of asks us into expanding ourselves. It asks us to evolve. It asks us to grow our own true potential, right? So by really tapping into the energy of the Sagittarius and that truth-finding element, you can open up for something for yourself, right? Now, on top of that, we have got quite a lot of harmonious elements, like I said. So like I said, we've got Vesta, we've got Chiron, we've also got Saturn, which is in harmony with the new moon at the moment, all right? And these things are going to help us as we move forward. So it's to remember that there is a harmonious element right now. I think it's really important that we kind of tap into that energy because of where we've been and how things have been. I want to say there's going to be an energy shift. To my mind, December always brings in the shift level energy. And this being an eclipse opens us up to more of this. Let's know what we want. So as in, what do I want? What do you want? What do you really want? That's honestly what you want. Because we're fighting between what was and what's going to be. And that's within ourselves and within our collective mission, okay? Allow yourself to be pulled out of your comfort zone in what you're going to be. What do you want? You can make it happen now by really catalyzing change. Remember, we're in a new moon. Remember, we're setting intentions. Remember, we're starting something new. Again, stepping into truth. Remember, truth needs to reveal his or herself. Can we shift out of what was? Step out of fear consciousness even. Awaken to light and be a gentle, awakened love. Can we do that? These are the questions that are being asked. I mean, I know they're fairly similar as the months have gone by. That's because of the energy that we're moving toward, right? And I am sorry about turning my paper, but otherwise I won't be able to see what I've written. So my apologies there. So there's an intensity present here. I would say we need to be vigilant. So kind of be open to what's being revealed to you, because Neptune's just gone direct, okay? So kind of give your mind a break so that this kind of revealing can be birthed, all right? Because something's going to come out of that energy, and it's going to give you the potential to kind of move yourself forward. Yet you've got to allow that revealing, so as in sort of don't go too quickly, because there might be more of the puzzle that you haven't been accessed or know what it is. So be aware of the Sagittarius energy that might be encouraging you to kind of blurt out the kind of words and express yourselves in ways that you don't really want to. And also remember, Mercury's kind of there as well at the moment, so we've got to be careful of communication and make sure we're communicating in the right way. Okay, so tap into this and the truth, dive within. And I know, you know, there's been a lot of noise from the outside world bombarding us with thoughts and theories, etc. Okay, however, now more than ever, it's time for you to step inside, look into your own inner core belief system. What isn't making sense to you? What do you want to analyze more deeply, so you can come from within your own full inner truth? Now, I want to point out here that we are talking about the collective mass voice and loudness and information that's been coming at us, and this is about you being really vigilant within yourself and asking yourself what really doesn't align with your own inner truth. And this isn't about being stubborn, this is about being really open and really gentle and kind of able to absorb that maybe there are other opinions, and maybe the truth isn't quite what you thought it was, because there's many truths, but they're all the truth, right? So just step into thinking about that. And this thought pattern will help you to release anything that isn't for you, because it's conditioning that might be stopping you from stepping out because of fear, right? So the world within is without. It's kind of taking a pummeling, right? So be ready to embrace the changes for everywhere, including within, because whatever's going on within will kind of help you to catalyze whatever you need to do to then see the world in a way that's going to be more representative of what's going to be comfortable for you. Now, as I said last month, there will be some resistance played out due to Mars wanting a slice of the pie. Now, we know what Mars energy can be, okay, and it's that kind of fireball, but it's more to do right now with how we use this energy, okay, and using it effectively, because Mars energy can contribute to problems rather than solve them. However, we can, if we understand how we can create together from a more aligned space, we can actually use the potential of Mars in a different way and act more quickly, so we can be open to real answers. We can question everything. And remember, it makes no sense to just believe something because someone said something. It's about us being open to really checking in with how we feel. So be open to what your loving self presents to you right now, right? Be open to that energy. Be open to what's being told to you, so that you can come from that space rather than the space of being told how to think, feel and behave, right? If that makes sense, I hope it does. But that's kind of what that's kind of bringing through, okay? It's about your own inner core strength and really stepping into it. So as I said, the Sagittarius star sign has that energy of truth, wisdom, adventure, but it also has on the negative side the dogmatic way, kind of holding on too tightly, being a little bit sanctimonious. So right now the traits will be highlighted. We need to choose in a gentle way which ones we choose. Now, as I say, we've got some good harmonious planetary aspects, so it should help us to tap into the more positive traits of Sagittarius, so that we can then bring them through and create better from that, okay? So many years ago, the angels highlighted to me that a consciousness shift would herald from 2020. As I've been saying, we really are in an energy now of whether we sink or swim. We are all responsible for this in some ways, whether we want to believe it or not, whether we want to be stubborn about that or not. We are all collectively contributing to what is happening outside of ourselves. And from this space and from this energy today, let's make it better. Let's step into that high vibratory energy of love, so that we can catalyze a change that actually is harmonious and full-bodied and beautiful and vital for all of us, because that will really help every single one of us to move into a life that is less tiring, because that's becoming a little bit of a thing at the moment, this mass tiredness, which is kind of stalling us from moving into greater potential awareness. But this new moon in Sagittarius is helping us because of that truth element, to actually really drill down into that and see that and understand that. Now, as I've just said, anything that resides in that stubborn thinking or energy, it just needs to go, as it isn't going to serve you. So allow this eclipse energy to reawaken the potential, okay? And then it's about awakening that great spirit, you know, that of the mother, the connection to all that is. We can move, if we allow it, okay, beyond the old, outdated, tired ways of being, yeah? The truth in Sagittarius asks us for this. It needs it to continue forward on a course that is within a rational state of mind, right? So we're looking for rationality, right? And being rational about the decisions and the choices that we're making, and then the things that we're putting into place, right? So Vesta is positioned around the moon and the sun, okay? So this is kind of bringing us, and it's in a positive aspect, so it's bringing us that idea of preservation, restoring, protective. It's harmonious in this energy, okay? And it's really going to help us to ground in that energy because of that harmonious element within it. And we've got that all the way up until about the winter solstice. So that's really going to help us to be able to hold that energy in a really positive way. And another really beautiful thing is we've got Venus in Capricorn, which kind of aligns with that femininity, abundance, and a new sense of truth and mastery. As I've been saying, love is the ultimate symbol here because it's going to support our new structures, our life, and our ways of being. It really does represent the good things of our lives. And we've got this, luckily, because of Pluto's energy, we've kind of got also an idea of that regeneration element. So allowing that regeneration element to, remember, obviously with Pluto, it's like about life, birth and sort of birth and death sort of thing. And so it's kind of that rebirth. So we're regenerating from the space that we're in. And that is going to really, really help us, okay? Because we can move through that. And we can gain through that. And we can catalyze through that, okay? So we've also got Chiron represented in this chart. And I see Chiron here as representing health, okay? Now, I'm not just thinking of this as health, as in like, you know, medical health and our bodily health and that. I'm seeing this in health in general. So this is your financial health, your life health, your relationship health. This can aspect all of the areas of your life, and it can help you to really kind of work through those things, okay? And it's also it's a good thing, okay, because you're gonna be able to look after yourself here, and it's in a harmonious energy. So long as you allow it, the potential balance is available, and it will help you with whatever's come before, right? It's going to help you to recalibrate what has come before, so you can bring it into harmonious alignment. And this is what this is all about. It's about stepping into that truth theory through the Sagittarius energy, and then stepping into that understanding of deep alignment so that you can create from a deeper space, right? So what we organise now, we will find has a kind of good repercussions, and by mid-December we can see kind of what's come up from that. Be really careful of the fact that there is a little bit of blurring of energy around there, so be careful about how you're looking at this, and make sure, like I said earlier, because of the Neptune energy, that you wait for the revealing before you plow ahead, because if you plow ahead just that bit too quickly, you might find that you did jump sort of ship a little early, kind of thing, so you won't maybe catalyze that full potential. So it's about catalyzing that full potential, okay? Now also remember that the new moon is in harmony with Saturn, and it's going to protect our interests. It's also going to really force us to see what's real and what isn't. And I laugh here because, I mean, you all know why I'm laughing actually, but it's time that we start to see the reality of what's really, really going on out there, so that we can recalibrate our world. This is our world together. It's not one person's world or one certain group of people's world. It's our world, all of our world. And this energy here is asking us to step into a more collaborative force, right? It's asking us to step into that energy where we can all work together in alignment, so that we can then create using this harmonious aspects through these potential planetary positions, well, through the planetary positions, and then we can catalyze a newness and a vibrancy and change. Now, as I said to you a little before, December's energy is a good one. It's a good one to catalyze change. So it's a really good time to meditate, to send healing energy to other people, to think of light energy, to really upgrade your own energy field so you're in positive thinking, as in sort of higher, joyful states of being, right? Happier. And really removing any fear consciousness that is trying to drag you down right now, so that you can move through this energy that is changing, going to take us into 2022, and you can move through that energy and you can ride it in a very, very positive way. Because if we stay in the energy of fear, what will happen is we will truncate the movement that's trying to happen through the centaur. If you think of what the Sagittarius symbolism is, it's the half horse, half man, and that horse gallops forward. It will not be able to gallop forward if we stay stuck in spaces that no longer serve our higher good, and that's potentially for our individual consciousness and the external consciousness and our collective and as a whole human family. So this is about really stepping into love and aligning into that. Also, take this new moon as an opportunity to just review what has this year actually taught you as we're coming to the end of this year, okay? And what are you kind of looking to bring into pass for the next while, I'd say, not just for next year, but just for the next portion of your life, yeah? Allow the moon to bring you the new beginning. Just allow it to open you up to that, okay? And remember what I was saying about the fear, because the fear wraps around our freedoms, okay, and how we've kind of maybe been stifled. And I think there's quite a lot of frustration, so it's to really kind of meditate on that, yeah, during this moon. And instead of being like kind of irritated by it, let's kind of allow it to inform us of kind of how we can be enthusiastic in the next element, because allow 2022 to bring you what you deserve, and allow this month to open the door for that potentiality to come through, okay? Think of it like this, okay? I like to think of this in the beautiful positive element. There is no way you're going to fail. Okay, the centaur, the Sagittarius element, there's a bow and arrow, isn't there? So imagine that you're going to get a bullseye. You're going to, you're going to you're going to aim, you're going to fire, and you're going to get a bullseye. You're going to hit the center of that target that you're going for, and you're going to make that progress. Because I like to see the energy of the Sagittarius symbolism as progress. And also remember, this isn't perfection in this progress. This is beautiful progress through this harmonious element there. And you remember the other bit, the adventure, the spirit of truth and adventure and wisdom. Take that, okay, so that you feel that it's all completely and utterly possible. Because that is how this needs to play out. It needs to play out in the sense of loving possibilities. And as I say, I know, as I look at the new moon and I look at the energies, it could be possible to fall into the other side, for our intentions to get a little bit blurred. And remember, like I said, that Neptune energy. However, you do have the potential here to really step into being a little bit more brave, maybe, and a little bit more bold. And as I say, letting go of that which doesn't serve you. And that is part of the narrative as well. So any parts of the things that don't serve you now just need to be discarded, so that you can step into a new conscious energy that's going to take you into the new year with the potential for a newer way of thinking. We've had a really tough 2 years, right? We've had a tough 2 years, right? And it's time that we all started to take responsibility inwardly, so that then outwardly, like I say, we can, as a complete collective together through love, rise into a new potential energy, which I really would love. I would love it. So I hope that all of you guys would too. So there you go. That's the new moon report for the December 4th. And thank you all of you for listening. I am so sorry I'm not on video today. I have just had a little bit of a crazy day and I've just not had the time really. So I thought if I just do this quick recording, then I can get this out for you on the day, as opposed to forgetting to do it or it being late or anything. So do take care of yourselves. Really tap into this because there is a lot of potential. Take care of yourselves and namaste. And I'm sending you all so much love. Bye bye. Take care. Bye.